Inflation has been defined as the general increase in prices and fall in purchasing power, or to put it bluntly, that dollar won't go as far. Many blame the government for not controlling inflation, and history shows us voters like to take it out on the president at the ballot box. In 1970, President Nixon put freezes in place for 90 days on wages and prices to try to counter inflation. It was the first time since World War II, and inflation went down for the next couple of years. Nixon won re-election in 72, but it roared back in 73, rising to 6.2%, and then 11%. After Nixon left, Gerald Ford couldn't overcome it. He lost his election in 1976 to Jimmy Carter with inflation way above 5%. But Carter's moves couldn't tame the inflation monster either. It rose to 11% in 79 and 13% in the election year of 1980. He was easily ousted by Ronald Reagan, who infamously asked voters this: "Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?" By the time of the next election, it was down to 4.3%, and he won again. It stayed low until 1989 and 90, when it rose over 5%. In the ramp-up to the 92 election, James Carville from the Bill Clinton campaign said, "It's the economy, stupid," when talking to his campaign workers about what to concentrate on. Even though inflation had settled by then, George Bush was sacked. Since the early 90s, we've stayed above water, inflation never rising above 4% until 2021. When it started this year, it's getting worse. Of course, there are reasons like the pandemic and supply chain issues, but will that matter to voters in 2024? Or even sooner, the midterms? If the inflation continues, many politicians will be holding their breath.